it's great to have a good history at a race, but I think once the gun goes off, it counts for nothing, to be honest, other than, I guess, positive mental vibes. You have to do the work this year. The person who wins the race, male and female, is the one who's worked the hardest, worked the smartest, mentally the most prepared. And you know, as I said, it's nice to have the fond memories of races past there, but in terms of going forward, I really only use past campaigns to try and tweak and change my schedule going forward and learn from mistakes and try and improve the whole situation, whether it be the racing schedule, the training, and my performance in the race. Obviously, that's the end goal. And you know, other people may see me as the favourite. I may have a target. I see it as it's another hard race, another World Championship with a very deep field, and I'm going to have to bring my best performance to be competitive. There's so many great athletes out there that it's hard to key off all of them. I mean, who do you pick? Do you pick Lieto, Potts, Lanos, Raylert, Henning, Bazzoni, Cameron Brown, Rukabiki, Marino? I mean, all Ironman winners, great athletes, world champions, Olympians. You know, I think there's so much depth out there on the men's and women's side. I think it pays to know your competition, and we all know each other. We've raced each other a lot of times over the past 10 years. And you always keep an eye on the form for the year and who's been racing well. And most of those guys I mentioned have been racing well and been winning races, so, which is no surprise. That's what you'd expect. And you'd also expect they're going to be in their best form in October as well. So I think that just puts the line in the sand, though, that you know you're going to have to bring your best and prepare your best if you want to be competitive. I can't say that I'm keying off anyone, but I certainly respect all those guys, and they're all capable of doing amazing things in October. Yeah, no, I think I'm in a good place. I've had 9 races so far this year. I've won 6 of them, had 2 third places and a DNF, a crash, an unfortunate crash in St Croix. So yeah, it's been a good season, but obviously for me the main thing is in October. So, you know, I guess compared to previous seasons, I'm right on track. I'm where I need to be. I tend to look at the amount of work I've done and the kind of work I've done, and I think to this point I'm, I guess, where I need to be. There's still, you know, over 2 months until the race in Kona, or 2 months to the race in Kona, so, you know, still a lot of work to do. But I think I'd rather, you know, I don't look too much into, oh, you've had great form early or you haven't had good form. I mean, I'd rather be winning races than not winning them, absolutely. So, I mean, the fact I've won 6 races is good, I think. Shows that what I've been doing has been working. That being said, for me, it's all about October, really. So I guess if I'm to gauge where I'm now compared to past years, I'd say I'm, you know, right where I need to be, I think. It's a hard question to answer. I like a lot of things about the race in Kona, the history, the people who've won there before, who still go to watch. I think it adds to the whole awe and mystique of the race. The fact it's raced where it is, it's such a powerful natural landscape with the, you know, the heat, the humidity, the wind, the lava fields. It's just so much imagery. I mean, I've watched so many of the past Ironmans on TV, and I mean, grew up watching them through the 80s, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's a combination of all those things: the mystique, the aura around the race, the aura around the past champions, just the natural power of the environment there, the fact that it's the World Championships, the organisation. You know, Diana and Linda Jane. It's everything about that race is perfect. The volunteers, just, there's such a positive feeling and a positive vibe. You can't help but get excited when you arrive there, and particularly race week. It's such a huge occasion. I mean, if you're a triathlete, I mean, who doesn't know about a Leahy Drive and the Queen K? And there's so many things about that race that are special. And to have won there, it's an honour. Really, for me, it's all about just trying to improve on what I've done, you know, in the past. I think it doesn't matter whether you're a professional athlete trying to win a World Championship or an amateur trying to win your age group, win a World Championship, or finish the race, set a PB. You know, you're racing against yourself, trying to improve on what you've done before and try and fulfill, fulfill your potential, or the potential that you think you have. So, you know, I'm no different to any other athlete of the other 1,800 or 2,000 who are out there. That's what I'm all about, trying to improve on past performances and really fulfill the potential that I think I have.